Hey there, Happy New Year. I hope you had a great holiday season, a wonderful Christmas. I went to Ohio. It was really cold compared to North Carolina. Oh, shout out to my friend Holly for this really cool REI North Carolina shirt. It's really fun. So I just made my first how-to video of 2018, and it is how to make pancakes with just 3 ingredients. It actually tastes really good. And full disclosure, I actually made them for my kiddo. I am so sad to say that she's become a picky eater. I didn't see that coming because I used to make all of her baby food with really nutritious ingredients, kale, spinach, tons of fruit, and she's turned into a texture person where she goes like when she doesn't like a texture. I'm gonna try to get that on video of her making that actual face. And she like pushes it away. So anyway, I was trying to get her to like bananas again because she doesn't like, what kid doesn't like bananas? Anyway, so she pushes those away. And so I just was brainstorming, trying to think of a fun food. So the ingredients for the pancakes are bananas, eggs, and vanilla. And they're not just for kids. I mean, adults can eat them too. They're high in protein, and the bananas make them really naturally sweet and tasty. And I made the mistake also of putting peanut butter on the pancakes for her, and she just licks the peanut butter off. Anyway, so this is gonna be a fun little journey of a picky toddler. So let's go in the kitchen, and I'll just show you really quickly how to make them, and stay tuned. Okay, let's get started. Here's your ingredients. Ripe bananas. I like to do 3 small or 2 large bananas, organic. Quick oats if you don't have a blender to blend regular oats, and some eggs. I talk about in a previous video how free range is really different than cage free. Cage free can actually mean just hundreds of chickens just out and about, out of cages, but really stuffed together. So free range means that they're, out in a field where they have actual space to be an animal. So I can put the link to that previous video on here. And a little fun tip, if your bananas are not ripe, pop them in the oven for a couple minutes at like 200, and it ripens them up. Also, feel free to put some salt into these pancakes because it brings out the sweetness, as well as some vanilla, like a teaspoon of vanilla. It tastes really great. Oh yeah, and here's my crazy little charging station and wine and fruit and vegetable station. This is what happens when you live in a 900 square foot apartment. Oh, and there's my helper. And here you get to see me in fast forward motion making the pancakes. Don't forget that you can add salt and vanilla to this recipe, like 1 teaspoon of vanilla and like a couple, just like maybe a teaspoon of salt. It just brings out the sweetness of the banana to this recipe. And don't forget to mix the bananas together first and then add the eggs and the oats next, like a 1/4 cup of oats. And also take a break to play with your kiddo, your toddler. So if you are not going to throw everything into a blender, which you totally can, make sure you mash the bananas first. Oh, and hi, Ashy Binds. When I'm cooking, I listen to podcasts or sermons or YouTube videos. So that was a fun one. So it's a 1/4 cup of oats. And then after that, I use that same 1/4 cup to scoop the batter onto a preheated sprayed pan. I like to use coconut oil spray in the spray form. It's really an awesome product. And just leave them for maybe 1.5 minutes on each side. The abundance of eggs, the 3 eggs, makes them cook really quickly. What are you doing over here? Are you being silly? And then here's what they should look like after you flip them, and just leave them for like another 30 seconds only on the other side. And they are so delicious, and here's what they look like when they're all finished. What do you have there, Rose? Hi. Hi. Pancake, right. Yummy. We have there. So I usually just give her some fruit. We have watermelon, kiwi, and pancakes. Yum. Is that more? Is that your favorite sign language symbol? Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to comment with any questions.